love is gone, that your love is gone.
It was an usual Thursday, getting ready for school. I got up at 6:30, but I roll around on the bed for 5 more minutes then. I walked towards the bathroom and took a quick shower, changed out of PJs and into something simple for school. Do my hair, and today I was feeling myself a bit, and so I put a light coat of makeup and glittery eyeshadow. Once I was finished getting myself ready, I went downstairs and head to the kitchen. What's for breakfast, Mom? Waffle with honey syrup on top and strawberry lemonade. That sounds good. Thanks, Mom. I ate breakfast. After finishing it, I grabbed my bag and started walking to school. Seoul High School. I'm finally here. I went to my locker and get my stuff ready. I noticed there was someone behind me, so I turn around and it was Jungkook. Yeah, Jungkook, you scared me. I thought you were someone else. Jungkook, oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I guess. But aren't you supposed to go to your class? Jungkook, can I ask you something yeah, sure. Jungkook, how did you get into this school? Isn't this school for rich people only? Why would he say that? Does he know how would I feel if he asked me that? And why would he ask me such a question all of a sudden? You know what, Jungkook, I do not have time to answer your stupid question. I ignored him and walked to class. Jungkook, you didn't answer my question. I don't get why does he ask me that kind of question, but whatever. I went in the class and walked to my seat. Taehyung, hey hey. Taehyung, what's wrong? And Jungkook just suddenly asked me a question that he know I won't answer. In fact, I felt uncomfortable about it. Taehyung, what did he ask you? He asked me, how did you get into this school? Isn't this school for rich people only? Like, would I answer no because it's none of his business, and why would he even care? Taehyung, calm down. During lunch, I'll talk to him, okay? Inside K. Suddenly, Mr. Kim Namjoon walked in with an unfamiliar student, and damn, he looked so handsome. Mr. Kim Namjoon, class, this is our new classmate, Park Jimin. Jimin, hey guys, I hope we can be friends. Wow, he seems nice and friendly. How can a guy be good looking be nice and friendly? Impossible. Mr. Kim Namjoon, Jimin, you can sit next to raise your hand so Jimin know where you are. I immediately raise my hand but still look surprised. Why, now I can't get my eyes off him and he will think I'm a weirdo. No, he walked toward me and sit next to me. My heart is beating faster and faster. Jimin, hey, your name is right? Yes, nice to meet you. Jimin, nice to meet you too. Time skips. Finally, it's lunch break. OMG, I'm so hungry. I walked out of the class with Taehyung and start heading to the lunchroom. While walking to the lunchroom, I noticed that every girl in the hallway was staring at the same thing. And that thing was behind Taehyung and I. I turned around to see what were they staring at, and they were staring at Jimin. I mean, he is handsome and stuff, I guess. I decided to ask him if he want to have lunch with me and Taehyung. Hey Jimin. Jimin, hey. You want to have lunch with us? Jimin, I'm sure. We three walked to the lunchroom while all the girls was giving me death glares, which creeps me out, sheesh. We sat down at a table that no one's there yet. We got our lunch and we chat. Do you like being here so far, Jimin? Jimin, sure, I guess. What's wrong? Jimin, it's nothing, just personal stuff, you know. Oh well, I'm going to the washroom for a second, wait here. Taehyung and Jimin, okay. I walk out of the lunchroom and head to the washroom, but some girls stop me. Girl 1, hey you. What do you girls want? Girl 2, we're here to warn you that to stay away from our Jimin or else. I scoffed at them. Or else what? You know you can't do anything to me, so just shut your big dirty mouth up. Girl 2, yo. She was about to slap me and I was ready for it. But I didn't feel any pain. In fact, her hand didn't even touch me. I opened my eyes and Jimin was holding back her hand. Girl 1, Jimmy. Jimin, what were you girls doing to Girl 1, wee. Jimin, okay, that's enough. I don't want you girls just walk around slapping other girl to warn them to stay away from anyone, understand? Girl 1 and 2, yes. Jimin, now go. I don't want to see your faces anymore. They walk away crying. I was really surprised. Jimin stood up for me. He heard everything too. Jimin, are you okay? Did they hurt you or try to other than the slap? No. Jimin, those girls need a lesson. And I'm okay really. I thought you were in the lunchroom with Taehyung. What are you doing out here? Jimin, I was going to the washroom too, and I saw you and the girls, so I was standing there, watching what you girls were doing. Then I heard my name, so I immediately know what you girls were talking about. I went over and stopped her from slapping you. And how do you know that they are going to slap me? Jimin, it's the reason why I moved school. Jimin, but this time I don't want to run away. I think you girls don't deserve a slap just because of me hanging out with you. Is this your first time standing up for a girl being slapped? Jimin, surprisingly, yes, this is my first time. And wow, I feel so honored, but at the same time, I feel bad. Jimin, why do you feel bad? And because the previous girls got slapped by those kind of girls. Jimin, no haha. And I think we should go back. Jimin, okay, but whatever you do or wherever you go, I will never let you get hurt because of me. I will protect you as much as I can. But if I'm not there, please be careful, understand? OMG, what? He's so sweet, I can't right now. I blushed hard, so I looked down, but he grabbed my chin and made me look at him in the eye. Jimin, promise me. And okay, got it. Let's go now. This way. I quickly walked to the lunchroom, leaving him standing by himself, but I can still hear him from where I am. Jimin, haha, this girl. Hey, wait for me in. Time skips. Lunch was over, and I walked to my next class, and Jimin was in here too. Now I feel super protective. I walk into the classroom and went to my seat. Jimin was beside me. Hopefully that's his permanent seat. Not too long later, the teacher came in. Mr. Kim Seokjin, today we are going to be working on a project about revenge. I will assign you with a random student in the classroom as your partner, and you two will have until next week Tuesday to work on this. Any question before I assign your partner? One of the girl before that stopped me raise her hand while giving me death glares. I bet Jimin saw that too. Mr. Kim Seokjin, yes. Girl 1, can I partner with Jimin please? Mr. Kim Seokjin, let me repeat myself, ma'am. I will assign your partner. Girl 1 HMPH. She rolled her eyes at the teacher. Mr. Kim Seokjin, any more question? Alright, Jackie with Carly, Lucy with Jungkook, Am I with Taehyung, Mimi with Christ, Girl 1 with Matthew, and In with Jimin. Wow, Mr. Kim Seokjin winks at me as he set this up on purpose. Anyways, OMG Jimin again? I'm really lucky, and I feel bad for Girl 1 because Matthew is not really her type, but whatever, she kinda deserve it. Jimin, wow, we really have luck with each other, do we? And yeah, I guess. So do you want to come my house to do our project? Jimin, sure, why not? In great. Just after I said that, the bell rang. Mr. Kim Seokjin, class is dismissed. I went to my locker to get some stuff and head to my next class, which is music class. OMG, 2 more classes to go. Ugh. Wait, Jimin is in this class too. Wow. In what a luck. Jimin, Oh hey, and yeah, we have luck to see each other a lot. And let me guess, your next class is dance class, right? Jimin, wow, how do you know? Wait, really? Jimin, yeah. And I was just joking, but still, that means I have 5 classes with you. Jimin, damn, that's a lot. The teacher walked in. Mr. Kim Yoongi, good afternoon, students. Time skips. The bell rang and I walked to my last class with Jimin since he have dance class with me too. We walked in and it didn't take too long to take the teacher to start class. Mr. Young Hosok, today we are just going over our dances that we have learned. And In will guide Jimin what we were learning so far. Oh, okay, Mr. Young Hosok. Girl 2, Mr. Young Hosok, I can do it. Mr. Young Hosok, thank you for your offer, but I think In can handle this better than you. Ha burn. I do have better grades than her in every subject, ha. I'm trying my hardest not laugh out loud. I noticed that she was giving me death glares, but I don't care because she just got burned by the teacher, ha. Time skips. The last bell of the day has rang, thank God. I walked to my locker and head out. I was walking and someone tapped on my shoulder. Jimin, why didn't you wait for me? Oh, I forgot, sorry. Jimin, it's okay now, let's go to your house. And okay, let's go. We both walked to my house while talking about personal life. And so what's going on in your personal life? Not that I'm nosy or anything. Jimin, hahaha, I guess it's been tough, but it's cooling down now. And how tough are we talking if you don't mind me knowing? Jimin, pretty tough. But how is it tough is another story for another time. Okay. Anyways, we're here. We went inside, put our backpacks beside the couch and sat down. I told him that I'll go upstairs to get my laptop, and so I went upstairs. I was about to grab my laptop and left, but I saw a note and read it. And I have to go for a business trip. I'll be back by Monday. I'm sorry, honey, that I have to leave all of the sudden. But I left some food for you in the fridge whenever you're hungry, and I left $500 for you beside your laptop. Bye, honey, I will miss you 3, Mom. After reading the note from Mom, I look at the sides of my laptop and saw $500. I quickly put it in my pocket and grabbed my laptop, then head to the living room. And I'm back. Jimin, what took you so long? I have to use the washroom. Jimin, okay. But anyways, let's start. Okay. Mr. Kim Seokjin gave me this guide sheet to help us know what we're telling in the project. The first question is, what does revenge mean to you? Jimin, to me it means to take back whatever it is and get it back wherever it belongs in any way, no matter what happens. Alright, well, to me it mean you to do something bad back to that person who did it to you. Jimin, hahaha, alright. In what? Don't judge me. The second question asks, do you think revenge will make anything better or worsen? Why? Jimin, it's gonna make things better because it feels good to see what belongs to you back and see how that react. Jimin, are you okay? Jimin, yes, I'm totally fine, why? You sound like you want or took a revenge on someone. Jimin, I'm going to pretty soon. Mind if you tell me? Jimin, one night, my dad was going home drunk, so my mom, me, and my younger brother ran to him and walked him to the living room. Flashback 10 years ago. Jimin's mom, what happened? Why are you so drunk? Jimin's dad, it's over, honey. It's over. Jimin's mom, what's over? Jimin's dad, we lost everything. He started crying, so Jimin's mom hugged him tightly. Jimin's mom, everything is going to be fine. Now tell me what's going on. Jimin's dad, your friend, she stole my USB. Jimin's mom, what is in that USB? Jimin's dad, it stores all of the important informations and ideas from the company. Jimin's mom was in shock and angry that her own close friend would do such a thing after everything. Jimin's mom, still, calm down, everything will be fine. Jimin's dad, no, it's not going to be fine. You don't know how important that is. She can do anything with that. Jimin's mom was shocked and didn't want to piss him even more, so she take back step. And Jimin's dad realized that he scared her off. Jimin's dad, I'm so sorry, honey. I didn't mean to scare you. Jimin's mom, no, it's okay. Now you go rest. The next morning, after Jimin's dad left to go to work, Jimin's mom called Mary, her betrayal friend. Mary, hey girl, what's up? Jimin's mom, can you come to my house right now? Mary, yeah, sure, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Jimin's mom, that's fine, I have all day to wait to see you. Around 15 minutes later. Ding dong. Jimin's mom went to get the door. Jimin's mom, come in, Mary. She walk in the house and head to the living room. Mary, what's wrong? Jimin's mom, Mary, you are my best friend, right? Mary, yeah, of course. Jimin's mom, then tell me the truth. Did you stole my husband's USB? Mary looked shocked. Mary. Jimin's mom, you did, didn't you? Mary's face expression changed. Mary, I did, so what? Jimin's mom, WY. Mary, because I want you to see how it feels to fail in life with no way to recover quickly. Jimin's mom, what do you mean? Mary, you know my husband passed away before I gave birth to my child, and that night it hurts, and it hurt even more when I called you to help me to take me to the hospital. And you say what? You said take yourself to the hospital? And I did. I listened to you. I crawled my way to the hospital. Everyone around was looking at me. Not a single soul given a hand in to help me. Jimin's mom, why are you so dumb? You shoo. Mary, I'm not done yet. Do you know how painful it is? Huh. Jimin's mom. Mary, you don't know, but it's time for you to know. Mary left Jimin's mom crying and Jimin came to see if she is okay. Jimin, mommy, are you okay? Jimin's mom, why yes honey, I'm fine. A few days later, the USB have been sold to another company for $250 million. Because of that, Jimin's dad's company dropped so much. Gradually, Jimin's dad became weaker and weaker. 3 weeks later, Jimin's dad passed out during his lunch break and took him to the emergency room. The hospital called Jimin's mom and she dropped her phone. She immediately take Jimin and his little stepbrother to the hospital. When they got there, Jimin's mom cried her heart out. Jimin's mom knew don't leave me. She sit near the emergency room door crying until the doctor come out. 1 hour later, the doctor came out. Jimin's mom quickly got up and walked toward the doctor. Jimin's mom, how's my husband, doctor? Doctor, I'm sorry. We tried our best to save your husband since the heart attack was too strong for the heart itself to handle. Jimin's mom, my husband had a heart attack. Doctor, don't you know that? Well, he been having it, if I am correct, then around 3 to 4 weeks ago. Jimin's mom thank you doctor. End of flashback. Jimin, so yeah, before my dad died, I told him I'm gonna take revenge on Mary. And it's funny how my mom name is Mary. Jimin's Pov. Wait, what? How is this possible? Her mom can't be the person who ruined my family. No, this can't be. And Jimin, are you okay? Jimin, huh? Oh yes. You said your mom name is Mary? I wanted to know the truth, but if her mom is my family's enemy, then what am I supposed to do? And yes, wait, do you think my mom is your family's enemy? Jimin, no, I was just curious, please don't think like that. And stop lying, I can see that you think my mom I. Jimin, no, I don't think that. And okay, but I'm telling you, there's lots of people named Mary. Now let's get back to our work. Jimin, okay. I hope that too in. I hope that I don't have to do this to your family. I have been moving schools and I never felt like I would want to stay and you changed that. In Pov. We answered the rest of the question that was on the guide sheet, no problem. And it was already 6:30 p.m. Jimin, look at the time, I have to go. In wait. Jimin, yes in. And aren't you hungry? Eat something first, then you can leave please eat. Jimin, haha, alright. And ye. I ran over to Jimin and hugged him tightly. After I realized what I was doing, so I broke the hug. I saw Jimin was blush, and so did I. And sorry. Jimin knew I it's okay heh. In anyways, I'll go prepare the food, just wait for me in the dining room. Jimin, okay. I went to the kitchen and prepared the food that mom put in the fridge. Jimin, heyin. And yes? Jimin, when is your parents coming back from work? My dad died just a few months before I was born and my mom is on a business trip. I'm currently home alone. She's not coming back until Monday. Jimin, oh, so you're here alone? Yay, apparently. Jimin, you want to stay at my place? And it's okay, I can stay home alone, no problem. Jimin, it's not safe for a girl like you stay home alone. Plus, my house have 2 extra rooms. Maybe tomorrow? Jimin, why not today? Because we have school tomorrow, idiot. Jimin, yeah. Fine then, if you're not coming to my house, I'm staying at your house. Don't you know we have school tomorrow? Jimin, yes, and I'm always prepare extra clothes in my backpack, so don't worry. You can't stay. Jimin, what is it now? You see, my house have 4 rooms. 1 is mine, 1 is my mom's, 1 is for my friends if they're staying over, and the other 1 is for my pet. Yes, the last room is for little Chim Chim. Jimin, easy, then I'll sleep in the friend's room. In Nuo, my friend are all girls, and they have some personal stuff. Jimin, then I'll sleep in Chim Chim's room. No, my Chim Chim also needs some privacy. Jimin, I'll sleep in your room. In a double N. Jimin, yes. I didn't get to finish what I was about to say, and Jimin just went upstairs and go find my room. Yeah, come back here. Don't you dare come in my room. Jimin, haha, catch me if you can. We chase each other around for 10 minutes straight. In gas time, oh out. I sat on the couch and I was so tired, I fell asleep. Jiminff. Haha, it's so fun to play with In. In time out. I stopped, turned around, I saw In sleeping on the couch. I came closer to her. You really want me to stay, huh? Why do you always make me feel like this but not the others? Anyways, I carried her in a bridal style to her bedroom. The first step in her bedroom, I can already smell a beautiful scent that I cannot describe. I place her on the bed. While she is sleeping, I'll go ahead and take a shower. In puff. I woke up and I was in bed. I look around to see if Jimin was still here. Suddenly, the bathroom door slowly opened. I quickly lay down and pretend to sleep while peeking to see who or what it is. Don't mind me being scared. I watch a lot of horror movies when my friends was over. And that was last week. The door slowly opened and I can only see a shadow of a really good men's body shape. OMG, and stop, just stop, but seriously, is this a dream? Wait, that shadow is getting closer to me. As it comes closer, I realize that is Jimin. OMG, I can't. I covered my face with my blanket and I could hear him laughing. Jimin, I thought you were sleeping. In, but if I was, what were you doing? Jimin, what do you think I would do? In, I don't know. Jimin, haha, okay. But since you woke up, take a quick shower. In, first, put on your shirt. Jimin, I did. I uncovered my eyes and I immediately covered it again. In, yeah, you liar. Jimin, haha, okay, this is for real, for real. I slowly uncovered my eyes. This time he was for real. I got up and took a shower. When I got out, I saw Jimin on the floor sleeping. In, Jimin. Jimin him. In, you can sleep on the bed if you want. Jimin, what? No, I'm good. In, the floor is wood and I don't want you to have a hard time sleeping because you want to stay with me. Jimin, you sure? In, yes. Jimin, okay, tell me if you're uncomfortable. In, okay, I will. I move over and turn to the other side, back facing Jimin. Jimin, good night, In, you too. At night, I almost fell off the bed if Jimin didn't catch me. Jimin, are you okay? In, yes. Jimin, I told you to tell me if you feel uncomfortable. In, Jimin was still hold on to me tightly. In, Jimin, can you take your hands off? Jimin, no, I told you already, never get hurt because of me. Now and until it's time to wake up. I'll hold on to you so you won't fall again, understand? In, boo. Jimin, understand. In, yes. Jimin, puff. We both went back to sleep. I hold on to her as we sleep. In, pav. I feel so safe around him. He's always there for me. Something went over me and I turn around and hug him while sleeping. Jimin, pav. She suddenly turned facing me and hugged me. Now she's making me curious. Does she feel the same way towards me?